Today I'm cooking eggplant curry, which is actually the request of my grandson Jed. Now, the first time I was exposed to curry was way back in 1990s when we went to Cambodia. And today there are so many recipes of eggplant curry, but the one that I'm showing you this morning is something that I just made up when I went back from Cambodia. And instead of just having chicken, always chicken curry, I thought one day, why not try it with eggplant? Here are the basic ingredients. Of course, the eggplant and my fresh onions and garlic and pepper. Now for meat, you can either use ground beef, ground chicken, or even ground shrimps. But because I'm cooking for my grandson Jed, who can only eat beef, he is allergic to any other kind of meat, I am using. And of course, you just do this normal thing of sauteing first your spices. And just saute it enough for the flavors to come out before you put in the meat. Okay, and so I'm ready to put the meat. Now, ground beef would tend to form into big lumps. So while you cook it, it's better that you stir it every now and then to break down the big lumps. Okay, for beef, ground beef, for that matter, to really be cooked, allow it to cook for at least 10 minutes. And so beef readily absorbs the flavor, so I can put in the amount of salt that I want. Last time I said I don't really use specific measurements because I'm cooking for the family and I exactly know the taste that my family wants. And so I use beef cubes also to add two more flavors to that. And I will let this cook for at least 10 minutes. Do not overcook also your beef. While the beef is cooking, that's the time that I will slice up my eggplant. Now you notice every time probably that you cook something like eggplants, and after slicing it, after some time, the eggplant turns dark. Now, that is because, fruits and vegetables like eggplant, they contain enzymes. And these enzymes are trapped in the tissue of the vegetable. And after some time, upon exposure to oxygen in the air, they get oxidized because these enzymes, react with the oxygen, and a substance called melanin, that's the thing that gives color to our hair and eyes and skin, are produced, and that gives, the darkened color of your eggplant. So, it's not nice to cook eggplant after it has gone dark because it doesn't give a good look to your food. So what we do is after slicing the eggplant, you can hinder or slow down the darkening of your sliced eggplant by soaking it in water with a little lemon juice. Okay? So while my meat is cooking, I will continue slicing my eggplant and put them here to keep them from turning dark. Okay, 10 minutes is up and I am ready to put the curry powder. Again, you will ask me, how much curry powder should I put in? Well, I was saying last time, you always cook according to the taste preferences of your family. My family, especially Jed, who requested for this, loves it to be spicy. Now, I use the regular curry that we can buy in the supermarkets, but sometimes it's not really that They're very spicy. So I have another kind of curry here, which is red curry. And so I'm gonna put in some of this as well. So according to the tolerance of people that you're going to feed, you add as much curry powder as you want. And I'll put in this pepper here as well. And also, to add more spice, okay, I can put a little more of this, the black pepper. Now, I'm gonna put in now my eggplant. It has been all cut up. As I was said earlier on, I have kept it from turning very dark by soaking it in water with some squeezed lemon juice extract. Okay, that's it. Okay. It's starting to really smell good. Now then, I will have to cook the eggplant, in coconut milk. Now, you buy fresh coconut from the market, have it grated, and you squeeze out, the cream out of it. And the first time you squeeze out the cream, you get a more creamy part. And then we add again second batch of water, and you squeeze out again, the cream out of it, and the second part will be less creamy. And this is the one that I use to cook the eggplant. Okay, I think I just have enough liquid, enough to cover, and I will let this to boil until the eggplant has softened, and check again whether I needed to add more curry, more salt, according to the taste preference of my family. I'm checking, but I think it's done and the eggplants are cooked, and I'm gonna check whether the flavors are just right. Okay, I think the spice is enough and the saltiness is enough. And the last thing we do is to add this first squeezed out coconut milk. Just pour it on top of this. You see, that leaves this coconut milk, creamy on top of it. And that's it. And then you turn off and don't overboil the newly added coconut milk. And it's ready for lunch.
How's the taste?